So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of Peter Show. So we are still at the men's conference. We are about to wind up the seminar. But today, let us talk about Mara's politics. So today we are going to start a new series whereby we shall be looking into the lives and the doings of different waheshimiwa. So today we are going to look into the China or the regime of one Mheshimiwa Samson Ndindi Nyoro, a graduate of economics from Kenyatta University and the current chair of budget at the National Assembly. To help us understand the rise of what one Ndindi Nyoro, I'm joined by one Mheshimiwa who vied for MCA seat in Murang'a, that is in Gaturi to be precise. But before we continue, let me give him a chance to say hi to our viewers. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa, salimia viewers.
Asanteni sana. Kwa majina kama kawaida, mimi ni Muchoki Budhia aka Kisho.
Now, Bwana Kisho, Mheshimiwa Samson Ndindi Nyoro ambaye ni mbunge wako pale Kiharu ametoa mapendekezo katika CDF yake kwamba kuna mambo kadhaa ambayo amezungumzia katika CDF yake, ambapo kwamba mtoto yote ambaye anasoma katika shule za day school atakuwa akilipa shilingi 1,000 peke yake. Wewe kama mkaji wa Kiharu, what is Ndindi Nyoro doing differently from other MPs? And why is he able to marshal resources towards making sure watu wake wako salama na wana benefit sana na mambo ya serikali? What is he doing differently?
Thank you very much. To start with, I would like to tell you that our MP, Bwana Ndindi Nyoro, is a great man. He's a man who understands the situation of racking. And as you have seen on the televisions and on the papers, that he declared that all these secondary schools students will be charged only 1,000 shillings per term. Ndindi Nyoro, and my mentor, is a man who thinks beyond outside the box, or he thinks without the box. In our constituency, it is actually the biggest constituency in Murang'a County. And as being the biggest constituency, it brings about a great role with the MP. He must think outside the box to make sure that his constituencies or his bosses, who are the voters, got the best services. Ndindi Nyoro worked with his close people in his office to make sure that the money available are used in the best way to benefit the voters. Another thing you should realize is that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro believes that the CDF money is for the voters and no sharing should be used contrary to the needs of the voters. That's the only way he has managed his CDF. He has become the best MP, and we believe that in his second term he will do wonders. Right.
So do you think the proposals that he has put in place, that is making sure that day schools are almost free, do you think some of these things that he's proposing are doables with the resources that are located with the CDF? Is it achievable? Ama ni anasema tu?
It is not a matter of whether it is achievable. It is already achieved, because as you know, Didi is an economist and he understands very well what he means by numbers. That's why he was very categorical that he met with the principals from all day secondary schools, and he got the number of students in those schools. He understands how much they are charged per term, and that's where he came in, and he understood that through CDF it is very achievable to pay for all students in the day secondary schools. So it is already achieved. Yeah, there is no matter of discussion of whether it will be achieved or it is achievable. Yeah.
So for a man his age, he's a very young man who at the moment is rubbing shoulders with the who is who in this country. You come from the same village
Oh yes.
and you are a good friend of him. What kind of a person is Ndindi Nyoro?
Uh, for those who don't know Ndindi Nyoro that much, he is that man who actually very open and listening. He's a mentor to many, and I will tell you for sure that Ndindi Nyoro is that man who gets on a mission and works on it until it is accomplished. And I'm telling you for sure. In our village, one day Ndindi Nyoro told me that we who come from this village, we have no much to inherit from our parents. So any chance that we get outside there, we must work on it to bring the best out of it. And that's why you have always seen us working very hard. And when an opportunity comes to serve the people, he serves the people in the best way possible. That's why he is where he is today. Even in the whole country, he is recognizable. Yeah.
There are a couple of leaders from Mount Kenya being led by one, the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, who have been trying to wrestle the mantle of kingship from the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. And there's a faction from Mount Kenya that is claiming that the mantle should be passed directly to Ndindi Nyoro. Are you of the same opinion?
First of all, the discussion of whether we need a kingpin or not, this is not the best time to talk about it. But now that our country is always in politics mode, I must say this. Ndindi is a second term MP. He has not shown any interest to be the Mount Kenya king, right? Ndindi is fully committed to first of all serve Kiharu people, and then in the near future, if Kenyans see it fit for him to serve elsewhere in another position or another level, then we as Kiharu people will be very grateful, and we will still give him permission to go and serve the whole country. But those people who want to create a debate or a discussion, like there is a competition between Ndindi Nyoro and Rigathi Gachagua, they should understand that Rigathi Gachagua is the current deputy president. Ndindi Nyoro is the MP for Kiharu constituency. Those are two different levels of government. And I'm telling you this for a fact, that there is no competition, there is no contest between the two. Each of them have got his roles to play in this government, and the agenda is to serve the Kenyans. And I'm telling you, Rigathi Gachagua, being our deputy president, he has got a big role. First of all, we are looking upon him to bring maendeleo in Mount Kenya region, right? Ndindi Nyoro tunamfuata alete maendeleo Kiharu. So between the two, Kenyans will still continue judging them according to what they are doing on the ground. And I'm telling you this, that if there is any contest or there is any competition, then the only person who will declare the results is Mwananchi. And I can only tell you that as at now, Ndindi Nyoro's star is shining countrywide, not only in Kiharu. And that's why you will see some quotas trying to create a discussion that there is some contest of kingpinship. We are not interested in that. But I will tell you that Ndindi Nyoro might be the unnamed kingpin, but that is not a matter of discussion. I will only say that the present is even building the future. For those who understand this, they know what I mean. Thank you.
Okay. So finally, we have individuals who have been kind of saying that Kiharu is a model constituency and it has been used for a while as a point of benchmarking. And we have other people who argue that the reason why Ndindi Nyoro has been able to do a few things here and there is because he oversees what you call a rural constituency. And if he was in an urban constituency, he will not have done what he has been able to achieve. Do you support the same?
Actually, some of these things are farces, if I may term them so. Because now, CDF money uh, is divided equally in all the 290 constituencies in the Republic of Kenya. And therefore, it is the work of an MP to know how to manage the funds, and so that his agendas or her agendas will be felt on the ground. So I can only say that Ndindi is determined to use and to make sure that every person in Kiharu feels that his leader is working for him. There is no any other way out. It is upon the MPs to work hard and to make sure that the role they were given by those who voted them in have been felt on the ground. Yeah.
Final word to the people of Moranga and Kiharu, to be precise.
I would urge Muranga people to please maintain unity, and not only unity but unity of purpose, because I believe that if we don't get united this time round, we lose the chance. It will take us another decade or decades to have another strong leader like I did. So I would wish everybody should rally behind him when the right time comes. We will all support him in whatever he aspires to be. Yeah.
So thank you very much, guys. That has been Mheshimiwa Kisho from Gaturi, Kiharu constituency, telling it as it is. And finally, from Ken Omudidi's School of Thought, the future is extremely luminous.